ready. We're live. What's up, everyone? Coach Ray, back in the secret location to provide you with the best training that you can do while you're at home. So, got a nice little lesson plan for y'all today, but we're going to start with a little bit of a warm-up. So, find an empty spot on the floor, and we're going to get into the ankles and the calves first. So, get into this sort of lunge position here. And then what I want to do is I want to pull my shin in a little bit. I'm actually just going to sit, open that up. I'm going to sit and kind of get some weight right on top of that knee. I know that I feel this one. Some people may not. And they go, oh, where am I supposed to feel this one? And my response to that is, what you can do is grab a book, put the book underneath your toe, and then push on the back of that knee to get a little bit of a deeper stretch. But I don't need that because I'm not very mobile. All right. We'll go on the other side. Same deal. I'm going to get my weight on top of that knee, get a good stretch in my calves, Achilles tendon, and in those ankles. Anyone on the chat yet, my man? Hey guys. Say something. Say hi. Where are you? Who's there? Who's out there? All right. So now what we're going to do, kind of the same thing again here. If you got a wall or a door frame, would work really well as well here. What you're going to do is take your foot, legs straight, toe up against the door frame, and then you're just going to pull your chest in. Get a little stretch in that calf, a little higher up. Let this go around. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side here. Pull the chest in. What a treat that you had, was it yesterday when the dog came in?
What's that?
I said, what a treat you had when the dog came in yesterday.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah. I'd bring my dogs in like I mentioned in the group, but they'd probably rip this place apart. Not that they're vicious or anything, they're just maniacs. All right, so now go ahead, let's get into the bottom of a squat. Just let me reposition my microphone here. Hopefully I didn't unhook it. Looks like we're good. So just hop into the bottom of a squat, kind of push out on those knees. Hey, Kaz. Open up those hips a little bit. And then bring your feet and your knees together. And we'll just do some circles here. Let's say 10. I like the number 10 whenever it comes to stretching and whatnot. And then 10 the other direction. All right, good. I think we're ready. All right, so again, I'm going to bring you a lesson plan today that requires no equipment or some if you got some, okay? So first bit we're going to do is we're going to work on some split jerks, all right? So we're doing 5 sets, 2 minutes of work, 2 minutes of rest, all right? We'll see how we go time-wise, but let's stick with the number 5 for now. So if you've ever done a split jerk before, it's kind of the second component of a lift called the clean and the jerk. Some people do a little bit of a different variation of the jerk. Today we're going to work on the split jerk variation, but we don't have a bar. So usually you would see somebody would clean a bar up off the floor to this front rack position, and then they would do this split jerk and recover with that bar over their head. Well, we don't have a bar, doesn't matter. Kaz was complaining about the sound. That's your fault, not ours. Yeah, our sound's good. Your sounds bad. All right, so what we're gonna do in this one is we're gonna split, okay? And we're gonna hold for 5 seconds in what's called the receiving or the catch position. So we're gonna do our split jerk. We're gonna hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then straight away from this split position, we're gonna alternate legs onto the other side, all right? Well, get a little bit of more of a side view. And we're gonna hold that for 5 seconds. We'll recover, and then we'll start over again. So with this split jerk, what we're looking for is when I get into this split position, I wanna have this knee tracking either right over top of that ankle, right, or just slightly behind. What I don't want is all my weight forward like this, right? I want a good balance through my legs. Now, this back knee is gonna be slightly bent and almost right underneath that hip, okay? So now, if you look at me from the front here, I'm in this kind of this wide lunge kind of stance, right? I like to be a little bit wider in this position because now I have a more stable base. I feel like for me, if I'm super narrow, I feel like I'm kind of like walking on a tightrope in this position, all right? The other thing I want to focus on is when I dip, my knees go out. When I drive, I'm extending through my knees, right, and my hips and my ankles, and I'm not jumping out, right? I'm kicking out, okay? So, Gary, have you ever seen Enter the Dragon, Bruce Lee?
I can't remember. It's been a long time.
You know, it's like that there's that like the boss guy, and there's all the mirrors around him, and he's got the big claw hand, you know, like that famous poster of Bruce Lee with the scratch.
Yeah.
Right? So that's from that Enter the Dragon. So you're in a room full of mirrors. You're Bruce Lee. Are you going to kick the mirrors? Or are you gonna bust through those mirrors, right? I would go with the latter. So that's what we're gonna do. Now with this back ankle, I wanna have my heel turned out, right? So now I have pressure from this front leg and this back leg into one another. All right, so if you have a piece of equipment, in terms of like maybe you have some dumbbells, if you have, I'm gonna use this stick, all right, I'm gonna use a broomstick. You don't even have to have a broomstick, but if you got something, let's go ahead and grab it now. I'm gonna set the clock for us here, and you guys are gonna follow along with me. So we're gonna go 2 minutes, and 2 minutes. Remember, we're doing a 5-second hold. We're alternating in that catch position, right? Then we're standing up, and we're gonna keep going back and forth, back and forth. So if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, just follow along with me here. All right. 10 seconds on the old trusty timer. All right, guys. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So split from here, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna alternate legs now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm gonna recover off my front foot first, then my back foot. Good. If you got your stick, bring it back down to that front rack position, and we're gonna go again. Split, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Split to the other side now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Recover from that front foot, back foot. And again, here we go. Split, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Split to the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Recover. Front foot, back foot always. Here we go. And again. Split. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Split to the other side now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Recover. That's it. And we're gonna keep going here. We're a minute 30 in. Split. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Split to the other side. Oh, who's keeping up with that? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I keep wanting to stand up and not re-split in that receiving position. All right, that's pretty much us done for that set. All right, so what we can do is if you feel like this is too easy, all right, I want you to be super, super active in all these positions. So you can see when I have that PVC or that broomstick, this broomstick, up over my head, that I'm trying to be really active. Right? You can see my lats working and my arms working in that overhead position, right? And I want to really concentrate on where I am in this split, right? So even if you're pausing for a second, beyond the 5 seconds of pausing, obviously, just to look at where you are positionally, then do so, right? If you have a mirror, sometimes I would say that a mirror would be a good thing. Sometimes maybe not so much, right? Because it can be a little bit distracting in these movements. But just as a means to kind of check where you are position-wise, where are you, right? Is that knee over top the ankle? Is that back knee bent? Can you get lower and lower and lower? Oh, I think,
really
Kaz.
yeah. He's already reading it now, Kaz, so you can't stop that.
Wow, you're so distracting.
So yeah, Kaz just wanted to say hi, Ray, and say you're doing a terrific job. I'm going to go to work, to my lounge room, of course, as we are working from home now, so I can't stay. I also got a shitty knee at the moment, so I would need to modify this workout, but I'll watch a couple more minutes to see how I could scale for injury. Have been seeing Jason at Information Physio for Treatment online.
Oh. Well, thank you, Kaz. What you can do, here we go again, guys, is you can throw me a message. Split, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and split to the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and recover. Throw me a message and I can help you with any alterations later, all right? And this will be up later. All right, here we go again. We're splitting for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Split to the other side for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Recover. Good. Back down to the front rack position and split for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Split to the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. That's it, crew. Here we go. And again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Recover. Bring the broomstick down or your weights down to the front rack again. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Recover. Good. Back to the front rack. Split. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Split to the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Whoa, baby. I know, I'm getting tired. So, what else can we kind of think about in this position here? So now, I want you to be really aware of when you're in that receiving position here and you switch legs, that you're not moving, right, in your torso. So if I'm catching here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right, I'm going to whip, switch sides, and I don't want to be jumping forward into the broomstick. Yes, it is morning here. Lou Raymond with a U.
Yeah, we're broadcasting from Australia, Perth. So it's currently 8:20 in the morning.
8:20 a.m. on a beautiful Thursday morning here at the Bodyweight gym.
What time is it there? If it's America, then it's more like 7 p.m.
Yeah, depending on, I guess, where they would be. East
yeah,
Coast,
it's usually
West
like
Coast.
a 3-hour difference between.
Yeah, kind of like here. All right, 20 more seconds and we're back up. There we go. I love that expression, my neck of the woods. It's a good expression. I said woods here not too long ago and someone corrected me, that's the bush. But to me, that's the woods. All right, front rack position. Catch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Recover. Good. Back to front rack position. Split for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alternate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Recover. Good. Back to that front rack. Split. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Split for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Here we go. Split. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Split. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Recover. Good. Time for one more here. split, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, split, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, recover. Good. Wow, we can go for one more. Let's do it. Split, 4, 3, 2,
Yep, we're in Perth.
1, and split. 5,
Perth, Western
4,
Australia.
3, 2, 1. Good. All right. I think that's 3 sets. You guys can continue on doing the last 2. I'm going to roll on here a little bit because we got more work to do. So I want to try and fit everything in for you guys today, because I know even though we're in quarantine, we got busy lives still. Go figure. All right. So the next part of our lesson plan today is going to be jump squats. Deadly, deadly, deadly jump squats. So people are always saying, oh, I don't have any equipment, I can't do a good workout. Buckle up, okay? You don't need anything to make those legs burn, all right? And this will be proof right now. So we're gonna do 5 sets of a minute on, a minute rest, max jumping air squats, right? So what we're looking for in this jumping air squat is I'm gonna get down into a full depth squat, hip crease below the top of the kneecap, and I'm gonna jump up. I don't need to leave the ground by much. Same deal as with those burpees last week, right? I'm gonna go down into that squat, jump up. Just like so. All right, so are we ready? 10-second countdown. Minute on, minute off. Let's do it.
Thanks, Lou,
2,
for the follow there.
1, let's go. 2,
Really appreciate it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Oh, this one's gonna burn, kids. Oh, and let's go. 5, 6, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 10 seconds left. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh.
Sean says he has a broken foot. Can you make a couple adjustments?
All right, Sean. What you can do is for these air squats, right? I would go with maybe a box squat, some sort of support, right? If that foot's broken, maybe leave a bit of pressure off that foot and still try and get these squats in, right? Even if you're doing this one-legged, there's tons of literature out there about doing unilateral movement to one side and still having effects on the other side where there'll be less atrophy in that non-working limb. All right, here we go.
Damn, that is some good knowledge right there.
Hey, that's what I'm here for. There's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, 30 seconds down. Here we go. 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 10 seconds left. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Oh, the legs are getting heavy. That's it. Okay, yeah, sweet. No jumping. That's a great scale for this one. Oh. And I'll give you a couple options for the later component that we have as well there, Sean. Man, this is getting brutal. Time to get my jar of water, Gary.
Quick rest.
This is what happens when you forget your water bottle at home.
You don't need a fancy thing. You just need something to put water in.
Like a jar of water.
Yeah. Next time it'd just be a bucket and you just store it.
That's right. Let's go. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
I mean, if Sean is doing all of this with a broken foot or, you know, working out, I think anyone out there watching it can do it easily. And just to let you know, I'm doing it on the sideline here just as much as Ray's doing it and everyone else is. So, yeah, that's right.
That's right. If there's something you can't do, we got something for you to do. Okay? 15 seconds left now, guys. Oh, yeah. This is brutal. Man. I want to curse someone out, but I don't have anyone to blame except for myself here. All right. Uh-oh. The roof is falling in. No, just kidding. The legs are going to be getting heavy here, guys. I know mine are. So, have I ever lied to you? Have I ever lied to you?
Don't think so.
Right? I said that this was going to be tough. No weights. You don't need a bar. You really don't need much to get the work done. All right, here we go again. I think this is set number 4 or 5. I hope it is.
I think we lost count, so we just got to start again.
Yeah, right. Oh, man. Today is supposed to be a rest day for me, Gary. This isn't much of a rest day.
Should have done it in front of the green screen and then I just like loop it, you know.
Yeah, perfect. When any online competition comes up for me, if we could do that,
Or,
that'd be great.
Yeah, just like speed, we just loop this tape. Just...
Yeah, a guy got busted for doing that one year.
What?
Yeah. All right. Ooh, there's a gentleman. Here's a little bit of CrossFit history for you. A few years ago, there was a gentleman who kept like doing really, really well for his master's age, like beating a lot of men in the open division. and he kept qualifying for like was called regionals. Doesn't exist anymore as an individual, which is extremely hard to do, but he kept not showing up. So he is a very fit looking individual, and I guess he wasn't as fit as he claimed to be, because there was a open workout that had double unders and like barbell thrusters, and he did the first 2 rounds and it was 10, but then he looped it. So you're watching it and you're like, the first maybe 4 rounds, here we go. You're like, okay, he's doing pretty good. And then as you keep watching it, you're like, he keeps making that same step every time. And he keeps doing this every time. So
like that bloody lady with a handbag just on Speed, if you know the film.
What's that?
Oh, on Speed. Do you remember Speed, the film?
With Keanu Reeves. He's in the bus. He's in the bus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Keanu, isn't it? With the bomb in the briefcase or something, or the bomb on the bus.
Bomb on the bus, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, so they looped the recording, and then the guy figured out with the handbag because it just disappeared and then reappeared.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now
so
I remember.
We're going to loop it, yeah.
Very similar, yeah.
Do it perfectly.
Yeah, you got to be on top of it if you're going to cheat by looping a video. All right. That was a bit of story time, and we're done. We're done that bit.
So made you not think of the exercise too much.
Yeah, you know, that was good. I was trying to think of who was in Speed, and I temporarily forgot what I was doing there. Didn't make it hurt any less though. All right, so we're sweaty again, just like we were last week. The next piece that we're gonna do, we don't have, maybe some of you guys do, you're pretty lucky, right? Say we don't have a pull-up bar, right? Or if there's a playground near your house, too bad, because they're shut down. Sorry, maybe too soon. So we gotta kind of build those muscles, right? Those pulling muscles of the arms and of the upper back. And how are we gonna do that? Well, we can do a little bit of classic bodybuilding style work here. You could use dumbbells. Okay, you could use kettlebells. If you have a knapsack and you got a bunch of heavy books, there's an awesome option as well. All right. I'm straying away from the bag of rocks this week. I said bag of rocks maybe about 17 times last week, or I felt like I did anyway. So bag of books, right? If you used to be a uni student, you got all those textbooks left over, you've been meaning to sell them, but you keep forgetting. Well, now's the perfect opportunity to put those books to some real good use, because your uni education wasn't worth anything as compared to building upper body mass. Am I right? Right. All right. So we're going to do 10 bent over rows every minute on the minute for 6 minutes. All righty. So I got 2 dumbbells. You grab your piece of equipment and you can follow along with me here. Even if you got 1 dumbbell, okay? I got 2 8s here. That's all you need, really? All right, so 6 minute EMOM. Let's rock and roll here, kids. 10 seconds and we're off. So I want to set my lower back for these bent over rows. Arms nice and long. Grab the dumbbells and pull in, keeping my elbows in tight. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. eights might not be the most challenging for you. If you got something heavier, that's great. Or, right, it's not very heavy. What are we gonna do? Tempo time, okay? Time under tension, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go controlled, concentric, and then even slower eccentric for 10 reps, all right? 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, hopefully that did the trick. Ooh, I got a little bit lightheaded there, Gary. Those are the freebies, free highs that we're looking for. Whew. All right, we're up again. 2, 1, let's go. Control and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that's 10. Cool. Got another one for you. Still too easy. Okay, what I want you to do now is get a good stretch through that lat at the bottom. So you're almost going to let this kind of swing out and pull it back in. So we're really taking those big meaty spinal stabilizers on our back through some good full range of motion here. You can narrow up your stance a little bit if you like. You're going to let it come forward and back. Slow and controlled. Forward and back. There's 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, oh yeah, 10. Whew. I know I'm feeling it now. Oh, bit of a head rush there. Oh. And then some heavy breathing. All right. What number are we at here now? Okay, we're coming up to 5 here. And let's go. 10 reps. Set that lower back. Let that lat stretch out and pull in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oy. Oh, yeah. Okay. We got one more set here now. All right. Here we go. There's 1, 2, good. 3, that's it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it now. Come on. 9. Last one. 10. I don't know if Sean's saying keep your shirt on or using some foul language.
Just put an R in it. Yeah, I'm not too sure.
I hope that means that you enjoyed the pump. All right. That's kind of the strength aspect, the skill, I guess, aspect of what I had planned for you guys today. So let's get into the nitty-gritty, right? The conditioning. So I've been very kind. I've shortened this up a little bit for you guys. But I'm still going to suffer through this with you. And this is a bit more of a common time domain for an AMRAP in kind of like your functional fitness. I won't say the name. It starts with a C, ends with a T, and there may be a cross in it. So it's a very common kind of 12 or 10-minute AMRAP. That means as many reps and rounds as possible. And what we're going to do is we're going to do 30 air squats. Yes, I said air squats. We're going to do more. 30 air squats, but a little bit different. So we could say 30 air squats, but like I said last week, if you're sick and tired of doing air squats, I got you covered. So what you're going to do is you're going to do 10 of your air squats with your normal stance. 1, there's 10. Then I'm going to come in underneath my hips. I'm going to do 10 with a narrow stance. And then if this is my normal width, I'm going out even wider, right? Really try and sit down and push those knees out, almost like you're doing a sumo deadlift here, right? So we're push those knees out and sit down, push and sit down. It's kind of tougher in terms of getting that hip crease below the top of the kneecap, especially if you have tight adductors like myself, right? But do the best that you can. So 30 normal, 30 narrow, 30 wide, all right? Once you've done that, we're just gonna do broad jumps, okay? So, Sean, this one may be a bit more difficult for you because you are gonna be jumping and landing. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 20 broad jumps, all right? If you got downstairs neighbors, hopefully they're not inside right now, right? Because you're going to be making a little bit of a ruckus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump out, land, turn around, land nice and quiet, turn around. Now, Sean, what you can do is you can do kind of like if you're, say, your broken foot would be your front foot here. You can lunge out, turn around with that broken foot, just so you're not extending through that foot. You tell me if this is a good enough scale for you. If not, we can do something else, right? So we're just not putting a bunch of stress and load through that broken foot, all right? So that's for Sean as a scaling option, right? Like I mentioned, for the rest of us, we're going to do those broad jumps, all right? Now, the last one that we're going to do is going to be a hand release burpee. Now, I don't think we did burpees last week, but we didn't do anything with the hand release. So hand release is just kind of a, okay, sweet, awesome. Now, I'll give you one for this one as well, Sean. So hand release burpee, I'm going to go down, right? I want to make sure I have that nice straight line through my trunk from my shoulder to my hip, get my hands nice and low, and I'm gonna sweep my feet back. Now when I'm in the bottom here, all I wanna do, pull my hands off the ground. That's the hand release, okay? So from here now, fulcrum point is my knees. I still have that nice straight line from my shoulders to my hip, but now to my knees as well. From here now, I'm going to pop my hips underneath my body, jump and stand. Now, Sean, what you can do is you can step these up and step these back, okay? So, say your broken foot is my right foot again, right? See if you could get down to the floor, right? And maybe just step one foot down at a time, right? And now, so this is my broken foot here, right? That's off the floor. I come up on one foot or step that up the best that you can without putting load through that broken foot, okay? So that's a 12-minute AMRAP. Like I mentioned, guys, we're gonna do the 30 air squats with varying stances for 10, 10, and 10, normal, narrow, wide, right? Then we're gonna do our 20 broad jumps. Doesn't need to be far out. Front focus broken, and toes, can't bend them. Left foot. Okay, so just make sure that your one foot, right, that has, that you can't bend through the toes, right, is the one foot that is basically not stepping back. So this one is going to be the one that bends. So my left side will be the one that bends. I want to make sure I have, right, my hands on the floor in this position, right, and then I can kind of take the pressure off that foot, put the bend in the opposite foot, and then when I come up, you can just kind of pop yourself up like so. All right, we're going to do those 20 broad jumps, right, back and forth. Doesn't need to be far. You want a nice soft landing. Really the key element for me here is if I was doing a max effort broad jump, then let's say, you're welcome, buddy. Let's say I would want to be taking, you know, some measurement and distance. For this one, it's all about jumping out, absorbing that jump, right, and landing nice and quiet. Okay, so 20 and then 10 hand release burpees. So, enough of this talk. Shirt's all sweaty. It's about to get grosser. Have a sip of water, preferably from a mason jar. And we're about to get into it. You know what I noticed is that this mustache isn't actually there in real life.
No, you're just killing the illusion. I'll have to make a real one.
I didn't notice it until I watched this back, and I was like, hey, it wasn't there. And then I figured it out. You're tricky, Gary.
It's like when the coaches move back and forwards. Yeah, they just walk past this.
Let's see if I can get the mustache. There we go. Oh. All right. Set our trusty timers to 12 minutes. All right, mine's ready to go. So 12 minutes on the clock. If you got an iPhone, you could do, you know, that countdown timer thing that makes that bloody awful radar noise, and it reminds me of getting woken up in the morning, and I hate that, but whatever, you know, it's got to be done. It's all in the name of fitness. Okay, guys, here we go in 10 seconds. Normal, narrow, wide, 30 reps, 10 in each position. Here we go. 10 normal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring them in. Nice and narrow now. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, bring it way out now. 10 wide. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's it, guys. And there's 10. All right. So if you have a marker, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and go at least a meter. These tiles on the floor here are a meter. I'm going to make sure that I'm going at least a meter for every one of these 20 broad jumps. All right? There's 1. Turn it around. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. Ooh. Okay. 10. Hand release burpees now. So we're going to go down. Hands come off the floor at the bottom of the repetition. Just make sure that we're all the way down on the chest, hips, and the thighs, right? That's what the hand release standard kind of does. It guarantees that we're on the floor. So we're down, hands up, and there's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. 6. 7. 8. There's 9. And there's 10. All right. Okay. That's 1 round down. We're back to those air squats. Varying stances. Here we go. Normal stance. 1, 2, 3. Depth police. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If it looks like I'm just barely getting below parallel, it's because the muscles of my legs are so big. That's a joke, Gary. All right.
Sound effect.
You believed me there for a second though, didn't you? Okay, feet underneath our hips now. We're gonna go narrow stance. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. You don't want to see these wide stance squats from the side. They're ugly. All right. Nice and wide. Toe out. Drive those knees out. Sit back and down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beauty. Okay, I'm going for my 20 broad jumps now. Okay, we're a little bit over halfway done here. Make sure your odd jumps, I know that I'm on this side of the rig. For my even jumps, I'm on that side of the rig. Okay, so if you lose count, that's a good way of keeping count here, guys. So I'm gonna jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, ooh, 19, all right, 20, 10 hand release burpees. Let's rock and roll here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we got 3 minutes left. Get your jars of water out. Quick sip. Ooh. And let's get back into it. We got 10 normal stance. Microphone. I'll blame it on the microphone. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Real narrow now. Let's go. Let's just try it. Let's even put our feet and knees together. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, guys. Nice and wide. Toe out, knees out. Sit back and down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, here we go. Broad jumps. Minute left now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's push this last round. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, ooh, 20. Let's go for these burpees now. 1, 2, oh, that's 12 minutes. Oh, here, find a ledge and lean up against it. This is tough work. All right, so got quite a bit of work in there today. The alternating split jerks, cut that a little bit short. 3 to 5 sets, let's say 2 minutes work, 2 minutes rest there, right? Still getting in that skill work for those weightlifting movements, right? For the snatch and the clean and jerk. I'll have something for you guys next week for the snatch, all right? So we're still getting that skill development in there, right? And a little bit of leg conditioning as well, making it still somewhat tough, right? For those holds and switching in the middle of the split. The jump squats, oh, a complete burner. 5 sets, 60 seconds on, 60 seconds off. Okay, we had the bent over rows, which I underestimated even with these 8-kilogram dumbbells. I still got quite a bit of a pump on there, bit of a burn, and then that 12-minute AMRAP, just throwing in some real simple variants into maybe 3 movements that you'll probably see a lot of people kind of doing or programming, you know, in this time period right now where, you know, you only have, say, just your body weight for a lot of these workouts, right? Everyone's like, oh yeah, I'll do some air squats. Oh, yeah, I'll do some, you know, some burpees. But, awesome, thanks, Sean. I'll do some burpees, but how can we make these movements more difficult, right? It's just gonna take a little creativeness. And if you, right, you're not very creative when it comes to this kind of stuff, I'll deliver the goods each and every week right here from the Bodyweight gym, live and direct. Anything else, Gary?
I think we can go for another hour with
Yeah. Are you gonna do it? Or are you gonna?
I was just doing it. What do you mean? I was just doing it the whole
Oh
time.
yeah, he was doing it off screen here. That was quite impressive. Gary lapped all of us.
I should just do like a replay, like immediately after.
Yeah.
So I have you on the screen and then me doing it as well, just like straight after.
Yeah, that'd be sick. You could do that. You could just
Maybe.
film that afterwards. It would
Well,
be.
no, I could just keep staying live, so it pressures me into doing it because people can see me live.
Yeah. That's, I mean, I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't through me being on a live stream.
You got to do it.
Yeah, that's right. I would probably do this, but I would do it over the entire day. So it would take me like, I don't know, maybe 10 hours to do, but just spread out over the whole day.
Ah.
Maybe.
Don't tell people that.
No, I was just kidding.
Yeah.
I wasn't kidding. All right. Patreon account. Is that up?
Yeah, that's up. I'll put a link.
All right, sweet. So right now, obviously, you guys know with the current situation of gyms being shut, all the trainers or the coaches that you see here on the Bodyweight Gym live stream have taken a significant cut to our pay. So if you guys would like to donate, there is the link. Which way do I point if I want? Does that work?
Yeah, I think that's the way that would work.
There's a link to a Patreon account. If you guys want to keep this going, help us provide for our families, you could go ahead and throw a donation into the Patreon account. And that's just a means for us to still have a bit of an income here in these tough times. I know everyone's maybe going through a little bit of a hardship. And if you don't have any money to donate, that's absolutely fine, right? But if you do have a bit of money to donate, it would be greatly appreciated by all of us if you could donate to our Patreon account and keep this free content coming to you guys every week from all of us here at the Bodyweight Gym. Myself, Gary, the rest of the crew from an undisclosed location. I feel like that we're like, when I say that, it sounds edgy, you know what I mean? Like we're coming from a secret location somewhere in Perth, Western Australia.
Definitely don't look at the website.
Yeah, it's almost like, pirate radio.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right.
In a secret spot.
Secret spot in Osborne Park. Okay. All right, guys, thanks for joining. That's me wrapped for the week. I'll see you next week. Peace out.
Thanks, guys. Catch you next time.